How's it going, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. Today we're doing another rebuilding challenge. This time we're doing the expansion league rebuild. So what I did, I put in two teams. One I'm going to be controlling, the other one I'm not, but it's just to equal out the league. So we don't have 31 teams, but we have 32 teams in the league. I'm not picking the Baltimore Barons because that's boring. But I am picking the newly designed Seattle Supersonics. Now, I did just download this off the 2K share, whatever. Let's act like I came up with it because it's so dope. But we, of course, got to draft our team based on the the protected players that the other teams get. And it should be fun. I think they have 8 players that they get to protect, and we get to put like a 13-man roster. We get the first overall pick. Now, what I want to do, I want to get a guy that's young. I want to get a guy that's like 21, 22 years old that has a lot of potential. So let me go down this list here. There's not a lot because obviously you wanna protect your young players. So I'm not seeing actually anything. Emmanuel Mudiay. I'm gonna get Emmanuel Mudiay with the first pick. He's 20 years old. Yes, he's only a 73, but I'm hoping over the year or two that we're trying to do this rebuild, he'll get better. Even if he don't, his trade value should be pretty decent. So they pick Montrezl Harrell and Scalabrine. Okay, let's see what else is here. I just want to get guys with some solid trade value. I'm gonna pick up Allen Williams first because we got back-to-back picks. Because I actually been watching some of the Phoenix Suns play, and that guy, he's talented. I'm surprised he went undrafted. It's a nice little steal of a pick by Phoenix there. But I don't see nobody else. So what we're going to do, we're just going to select players with some nice value. So, for example, Cal Korver, he's on an expiring deal, 77 overall. I'm going to pick him up, and we're probably going to trade him. Hopefully somebody will give us, even if it's a late first-round pick, they'll give us a first-rounder to have him on their team. Let's pick up, I want to get some guys with a little bit of stability. A lot of these guys are on one-year deals, but I definitely don't want to throw 16 million at Yamahimi. I think I'm thinking about this too much because we will be doing trades and everything to make this team better. So let's just pick up JaVale McGee, Shaq and the Fool MVP. So we need a small forward at this point. I guess I'll pick up Nick Young. Get a little bit of scoring in there. And now we need like a 6-man. I'm not going to take Manu off the Spurs. Even though I want him, he deserves to retire a Spur. I'm not going to take that from him. Let's pick up Ish Smith, who's on a 3-year deal. Actually, pretty good money there. Let's go back to like the power forward position, see what we have. Willie Reed, he's on a 1+1. Bamute's on a 1+1, but I'm going to go Willie Reed with this pick. Shooting guard, Justin Holiday. He's a lot older than I remember. We're going to go Paul Zemsa. Y'all know, if y'all know me, you know that I love me some Paul, man. The guy I'm not saying he's a bona fide star, but he's got a little bit of potential, and I love players with potential. He's one of the few players on my Bulls team that has potential to be okay. I mean, he looks very familiar to some players we've had in the past that blossomed. So next pick, we're going to pick up Justin Hamilton, and right now it doesn't matter. Let's go with just some young guys that may have a little bit of trade value. Actually, none of these guys are going to have trade value. So let's just go actually with the best guys available, and we're going to trade these two guys, Ersan Ilyasova. Actually, pretty much this entire team is probably going to look different very, very soon. I'm going to go to free agency and just pick up bodies. And then guys like Cal Korver, I think we got Festus Ezeli, Ersan Ilyasova, all those guys are being flipped right off the bat. I'm not wasting any time because I want to accumulate draft picks. But I also need actually, let's load in this draft class. But I need like a player that we can build around. And right now we don't have that, but we know this free agency class has a lot of talent. So without a doubt, we can find somebody. Let's bring in the 40-year-old Andre Miller to just be a part of the team. And then who else is really old here? Let's pick up Nazi Muhammad because Nazi has a place in my heart after he pushed LeBron during that playoff series. Okay, so now we're going to try to trade Cal Korver. Hopefully somebody give me a first rounder. That is my goal, to just get at least one first rounder out of some of these guys, and I'll be satisfied with that. It can be a late first rounder. It does not matter. DeAndre Jordan right off the bat. There's a first round pick, top 5 protected. But honestly, I'm going to pick up Dre. I don't understand this trade at all, but if y'all need more shooting, y'all want to pair Cal Korver and JJ Redick, by all means, we'll take y'all all-star center off your hands. Okay, so that's a nice trade. Festus Ezeli, 1 year, $7 million contract. I think somebody will give me a first rounder for him. We got a lot of solid centers. Festus Ezeli, JaVale McGee, I guess, is solid all of a sudden. Since he's been on the Warriors, that team just makes everybody look good. Nobody want to give me a first rounder for him? No big deal. I'm going to figure this out. I'll be back once I get a nice trade written. All right, so we're going to make this trade and pick up that top 5 protected pick from Utah, trading Festus Ezeli and JaVale McGee. No big deal for me, though, because, again, none of these guys matter too much. We have DeAndre Jordan. He's going to be the only guy that'll be on this team probably next year. Ersan Ilyasova is also a guy who wants to move. I would not mind moving a second round pick. So we'll just throw that in there. Hopefully somebody give me a first round in exchange for it. But it does not look likely. There's a first rounder from Phoenix. It is top 5 protected. We know Phoenix 6 years is probably going to be pretty bad, but are they going to be bottom 5 in the league bag? Let's just make that deal. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. But why not take the chance? So let's do that. We're also bringing Tyson Chandler, who has a huge contract. So we're going to flip him real quick. Honestly, I'll take give me a second round pick for him, and I'll take it instantly. There's a second round pick, Ronnie Price. Boom. They just took him back. The Phoenix Suns, the team we just did the deal with, they just got him back. But I think that's the only trade we're going to do, only trades we're going to do right now. This is what the team is looking like for year number 1. Obviously, I'm hoping that we lose a bunch of games. So I'm actually not going to stop at the All-Star break. We're going to go right to the end of the season. Russell Westbrook averages a triple-double, and he becomes Kia's MVP. Joel Embiid, Rookie of the Year. 6-man went to Tyreke Evans. Defense Player of the Year went to Andre Drummond. Most Improved went to Nikola Jokic. Steve Kerr with Coach of the Year. So we finished with 27 wins. Surprisingly, we finished with 27 wins. I was hoping that we got a lot less than that. Here were the numbers. DeAndre Jordan, of course, leading us in scoring because he's the only guy that can score the ball. He also had about 11 rebounds. So we picked up Andre Miller, right? We let him get as many assists as he could. He averaged 7 assists this year for us. You guys don't know, he's like top, I don't even know, maybe top 10 of all time. And let's see, we can actually check it right here. In assists, yeah, he's number 7. But he was not number 7 until we signed him. But he took over Isaiah Thomas. So shout out to Andre Miller, continuing to join the ranks or climb the ranks. But, oh, actually, I forgot to show you guys the standings. So there we are. Actually, the Sacramento Kings finished with a worse record than us, and that's pretty much it. The other, expansion team finished with 37 wins. We finished on a 10-game losing streak, which is perfect, but I wish it was a little bit more because we don't have the highest chances of getting the first overall pick. But it is what it is, man. Let's see who's going to win this championship. Cleveland and Golden State in the finals, and Cleveland wins it 2 years. It actually ended up as a 3 seed rather than a 1 seed or 2 seed, but no big deal there. Player retirement, Nazir Muhammad, who we picked up, and Andre Miller. They're calling their careers. Andre Miller did his thing, as I mentioned earlier. So Jamal Crawford is also calling it a career. Manu Ginobili, Dirk, Paul Pierce. It's a sad time for the NBA. We got some greats leaving the game, but it is what it is. League meetings got to make sure they do not approve anything that I don't approve of. And then we can get to the lottery and we can see what we get, because I'm hoping if we get number 1 pick, I'm still probably going to trade it. But, yeah, look at that. We got projected to be number 2 pick. We dropped all the way down to 4. And the Sacramento Kings got the number 1 and number 2 pick. Yo, if that happened in real life, I don't think the chances of that happening in real life are even close to anything. But if that happened in real life, oh my God, it's a GG for the league, man. You get like Alonzo Ball, and you can get you can go crazy with the draft picks. You had number 1 and number 2. But all right, let's see what we can do here. We only got 3 guys in the contract: DeAndre Jordan, Is Smith, and Paul Zimsa. Let's just simulate to our pick. Hopefully some team offers me a bomb deal that we cannot pass up on, because I don't really want a rookie. I don't. So 21 teams offer me a trade. Let's see which one I like the best. Chris Middleton, Avery Bradley, and Al Horford. That's not too bad of a deal. Mike Conley, nah, that contract's way too big. Kemba Walker, we pick him up pretty often. Markelle Fultz, nah. Lonzo Ball, nah. Defense Player of the Year, Andre Drummond, no thanks. I'm digging this deal for Avery Bradley and Al Horford. And I could slide Al Horford actually to the power forward position, because in my eyes, I don't know how many of y'all agree with this, Al Horford is naturally a power forward. But before I'm going to remember that deal, but I'm going to try to figure something out myself first, and if nothing falls into place, then we'll make that deal. All right, so we're going to try to do this deal. I want to keep Paul, so I'll offer you guys a second round pick. They give us Demetrius Jackson back, deal. I'll take that in a heartbeat. What I did kind of want to do, though, even though, yeah, I understand I just traded for Al Horford, but can I trade him in that top 5 protected pick from the Jazz to get somebody better? Because something tells me that that draft pick, top 5 protected, I won't keep it. Or if I keep it, it's going to be a really low pick. But honestly, I'm not seeing much. I kind of looked at that last trade for a little bit. Ooh, I love this deal. I love this deal. Top 5 protection. But no, we just picked up Avery Bradley, so we don't really need it. I'm going to keep working it out. Maybe I'll find something, maybe I don't. I'm going to trade him for Jonas Valanciunas. Now, I'm doing this because Al Horford again. I forgot that he signed that massive deal, $27 million this year, 29 next year, 30 the year after that. And Jonas Valanciunas is making $15 million a year. I still want to have him a lot of cap space so I could try to sign a big name free agent. And they're also throwing us a first round pick, same overall. And then if we make Jonas Valanciunas a power forward, his overall even goes up. So I'm very satisfied with that deal. Now we got to go sign. I wanted to be a point guard, but if it's not a point guard, we're going to take what we can get and then work around it. I'm going to try to do 2 really small trades. This one is freeing up more cap space, getting rid of Ish Smith, getting a top 10 protected pick from the Bulls. Nothing big, but I figured that I'll still show you. I also want to trade Nick Young, who's on like a 1-year, $5 million deal. So he's not making that much money. But again, I want as much cap as I can have. So if somebody want to give me a first rounder for Nick Young, I'd be so happy. But I'd take some second rounders. I just really wanted to get his salary off our books so we can have more to work with this offseason. So there's a first round pick from the Spurs. What? We're not going to do this deal, but does that make sense, 2K? No, it does not. We'll do this deal, pick up Glenn Robinson III. He's only making $1 million. No big deal. So back to free agency. Okay, guys, some crazy stuff just happened. So I went out, offered a lot of people contracts, right? I had some guys that accepted. Derrick Rose was one of those guys that accepted. But instead of declining Derrick Rose and accepting Gordon Hayward, I did it reverse, and I just smacked myself in the head so hard. I did not really want Derrick Rose, especially for $20 million a year. So we will be trading him that top 5 protected pick from Phoenix to pick up D'Angelo Russell, whose overall goes up a bunch after year number 1. So look, you see right there, just look very closely. You see his star value just went up to 4.5 after that trade. So he will be our point guard next season. But we did pick up Gallinari, and I guess we just made that trade to pick up Jordan Clarkson. But I still want Gordon Hayward. He's still a free agent, so I'm going to go out there and try to get him. But I don't know if he's going to accept again. I'm going to try to make a power move, boys. DeAndre Jordan's on a 1-year contract. We got a lot of first-round picks. This pick is worth 4 stars, guys. If they don't take that and just like a couple more first rounders, 2K's broken. I can't believe they won't accept that. I cannot believe. Look at the. Okay, that's a 1-star pick. We'll get rid of that. We'll throw you guys Jordan Clarkson. Give us some bum that you overpaid. Look at this deal. Should be a GG. 4-star value, unprotected pick. And then 3 first rounders. Jordan Clarkson, DeAndre Jordan is not enough to get DeMarcus Cousins. I just traded for Kevin Durant. Oh my God. I just traded for Kevin Durant, brought him back to Seattle. I can't believe it, but it happened. So let's make Jonas Valanciunas back our center. We do not need Gallinari, so we can trade Gallinari now. I don't know what I just gave up, honestly. That's another one of those times where I was just trying stuff out. Something worked. Ooh, I can bring Rudy to the team, and I can make... What? I don't understand this. I want Rudy, though. I'd rather have Rudy. But I really don't understand how that just went through. I think I gave up D'Angelo Russell. Yes, I know. and he was our point guard of the future. But we got Kevin Durant back. I don't think anybody's going to be mad about that. We just picked up Kevin Durant. And I don't know how much money we have for free agency, so we have to make some more deals right now rather than the regular season. So let's try to make this work. All right, so we're trying to make some moves right off the bat once the season starts. And we just picked up Eric Bledsoe for Jordan Clarkson and 2 first-round picks. Not a bad deal there. This is... Oh, who is our head coach? Why is our head coach having our players play? What is going... Okay, we're going to fire this guy. Let's bring in this dude. Hopefully that's better. Why did the head coach have them... Yeah, playing every single minute. This is what the team looks like at the moment. I do think I have some room to make trades. We have a little bit of salary, just a small amount, and we have first-round picks that we can... I think the starting lineup is great. I think the starting lineup can win us the championship, but the bench is looking very bad. So we got to make some trades. We're going to save a little bit of salary by making this trade to pick up Kemba instead of Eric Bledsoe. When I say a little bit of salary, I really mean a little bit of salary. We're talking about like $2 million worth. But everything helps because our bench, again, as I mentioned, is really bad. I need the backup point guard. Tyus Jones going to be that guy. We're exchanging first-round picks. No big deal. I think I also gave them Allen Williams. So backup point guard is there, and Tyus Jones. And Tyus Jones is going to be one heck of a backup for us. We're still not done improving our bench. Again, we got little salary to work with, but we're trying to do the best that I can. Frank Kaminsky, I want on my team. So I'm going to throw 2 second-rounders. But they're not going. How about 3 second-rounders? There we go. So Frank Kaminsky is going to be our backup center. A little bit better than Festus Ezeli for sure. Still not really happy with what we got here. But I don't know much. Like, we don't have much wiggle room. But we're still trying. This may actually turn into a really big trade. Demetrius Jackson, Willie Reed, first-round pick for Tony Allen and Zaza. Tony Allen is actually really, really good to come off the bench. We make his position to a small forward. His overall goes up a bunch, so let's do that. I'll show you guys. So he is originally a 77, but he's got the 2 down because we have no chemistry. And boom, he jumps up to an 80 overall just that fast, me switching his position. So him coming off the bench is going to be clutch. Let's see what we're working with at the moment. 10-man rotation. Off the bench, we got Tony Allen, Frank Kaminsky, Tyus Jones, Glenn Robinson the third. Let's make it a 9-man rotation. I think we got one more trade, and I said then we can finally get to Simmons. And Mr. Finessa, king of the fourth quarter, coming in, picking up Malcolm Brogdon and JaVale McGee. That is the last trade. We gave up Glenn Robinson III, and I don't even know who the other piece was, but it does not matter because our team is stacked now. It's a GG for the league. There's no way we don't. Well, I guess there's always a chance that we won't, but I think this team is good enough to win a championship. Kemba Walker, Avery Bradley, Kevin Durant back in Seattle, Jonas Valanciunas, Rudy Gobert, Tony Allen, Frank Kaminsky, Malcolm Brogdon. And I actually don't want JaVale McGee to get the minutes. I'd rather have Tyus Jones get the minute. And that's a GG, boys. So I'll see you guys at the All-Star break. We'll look and see how good we're doing. 45-13 is where we're at, top of the Western Conference, above the Warriors because we took Kevin Durant from them. And the second, we have Portland Trailblazers on our tail, about 4 games behind. Here are the numbers. Kevin Durant, of course, leading us in scoring. Not a great year as far as scoring, but no big deal because he's shooting pretty efficiently, 53% on the season. And that will be a career high. Since we have so many pieces that can't score the ball, obviously the numbers are going to go down. Kemba's averaging 18, Avery Bradley averaging 13, Jonas Valanciunas. Everybody's numbers are down, but that means, I'm sure players are okay with the sacrifice because that means, we're winning more games, and that's always great. I wanted to take a look at this. So the other expansion team has 23 wins on the season, and we quickly turn this team around to have 45. So of course we're not going to make any trades. I just wanted to show you guys these stats at this moment. Hopefully we go on a nice little run and pull away from the Portland Trailblazers because there's still a chance that they can come back and take our number 1 seed, but we want that number 1 seed bad. So I'll see you guys in the playoffs, and hopefully we can get this championship. Russell Westbrook averages another triple-double, wins MVP. Jason Tatum wins Rookie of the Year. He was the 2nd pick, so they picked up him and Markelle Fultz with the number 1 and number 2 pick. Mason Plumlee won 6th Man of the Year. LeBron Defensive Player of the Year. Miles Turner Most Improved. Sam Mitchell Coach of the Year with the Portland Trailblazers. I'm very curious though to see where the Sacramento Kings finish. Still pretty bad, but hey, they got two nice players that can turn into superstars. But okay, we finished with the best record in the West. I don't know if it was best overall, and it was. So first round matchup is against Boogie, Anthony Davis, and they won game 1. That's a little scary. Let's make some adjustments. Let's make this into an 8-man rotation for the playoffs so our best players can get the most minutes. We're going to actually give these to Tyus Jones to have a backup PG come off the bench. And there's, I mentioned, Tony Allen, 80 overall as a small forward. Really clutch. Game 2, we win by about 20 points. Game 3, game 4. Oh my God. We should not. Okay, one more game, and that's good. We're going to get to Golden State Warriors next. We took, as I mentioned, as you guys know, we took Kevin Durant from them. And Draymond Green is out with an injury. They do have DeAndre Jordan, who's this season was pretty solid for them. But it went back to being the Steph and Klay Thompson show. Let's see if we can beat them. Game 1 is a victory. Game 2 is a victory. Game 3 is a victory. And we swept them. The Portland Trailblazers are next, the team that was on our tail. Kevin Durant's injured right now, but it's only day to day. We should be fine. Mo Harkless is their 3rd best player. We should be good. Let's not underestimate them though, because they got this far. They're not just doing this luckily. Maybe they are. Nope, they're not. Okay, they got a victory, but we pull away. We're going against the 76ers in the championship. Avery Bradley's injured, but again, no big deal because it's only day to day, nothing major. Here we are. Oh, Gordon Hayward went there, so that makes sense. Their team is nice. Broken left finger for Joel Embiid. I don't think that's going to stop him from playing. They also have, of course, Ben Simmons. I guess Ben Simmons is coming off the bench now because Gordon Hayward came. He only started 13 games. So, yeah, Ben Simmons is coming off the bench when they could try to orchestrate a lineup that had both of them. I don't know. But their starting point guard is Jared Bayless. You cannot win a championship with Jared Bayless as your star. Oh, yep, he started all 11 of the playoff games. Let's go back to that because I think I may have misread Ben Simmons' number. I think I was looking at his playoff starts. Okay, actually, he started every single game in the regular season. So they did orchestrate a lineup that had Gordon Hayward and Ben Simmons starting. But they still don't have enough firepower. Okay, they win game 1. Gordon Hayward coming out, shooting. No big deal, though. We take 2 in a row, 3 in a row. And there's a championship. Seattle Supersonics. I did it for y'all. I did it for Seattle. Kevin Durant comes back home. Well, not where he was born, but you know where he was drafted. Averages 20 or 32 points in the championship round. About 9 rebounds, about 4 assists. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the video. That was like the biggest trade I've ever done on 2K, picking up a superstar like Kevin Durant. So hopefully you guys did like that. It's been the King of the Fourth Quarter. I'll see you guys tomorrow with some more fire.